Welcome back to the top 5 LEGO Castle MOCs of the month. Today we're going to be taking a look at my 5 favorite medieval MOCs of November 2023. Let's get right into the list. Starting off at number 5, we have the Lion Knight's Harbor by Lux.bricks. Lux.bricks' MOCs are a favorite of mine when it comes to emulating the style of the Lion Knight's castle and other new classic style LEGO sets. Their MOC depicts a harbor under the control of the Lion Knights with their shields and heraldry strewn across the MOC. Something that I really appreciate about Lux's MOCs is that they almost always include an interior. It's an easy thing to skip in a MOC, so I always love when builders take the extra time, money, and effort to include one. Obviously, because this is a digital MOC, money doesn't really matter, but I still just love it. If you're into the style of sets like the Lion Knight's Castle, then go check out Lux.bricks on Instagram and Rebrickable, linked below. Next up, we have a Lion Knight's Castle expansion by Pantelis Manthos. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. This tower and wall expansion to the Lion Knight's Castle is an absolute gem. A super simple MOC, no doubt, but one that fits in perfectly with the castle. I've seen a lot of castle expansions to this set since it came out last year, and this one has to be one of the best. It slots in next to the official set in a really convincing manner, and its backside retains the same playability that the original set has as well. You might notice that the walls in the siege tower are an homage to the classic Lion Knight set from the 80s. I'd love to see him remake that siege tower to fit in with this expansion sometime in the future. If you're new to MOC building like I am, I would recommend trying to emulate that style of the Lion Knight's Castle because you can get all of the same pieces off of Pick-a-Brick and create your own MOCs and eventually drip in your own style as you grow as a builder. Pantelis has a bunch of incredible MOCs, both medieval and otherwise, that I think you all will love, so go check him out on Instagram, linked below. Next up at number 3, we have the Witch's Magic Manor remake by the talented Benthebrickbuilder. I'm sure a lot of you watching are familiar with Ben's work, but if you're not, this is a perfect representation of his style. Highly detailed with a lot of really strange and hard to pull off techniques. The roof and pillars on the exterior are incredibly well done and way out of my own scope when it comes to building. If you have seen Dan the Fan's MOCs, this is a kind of similar style to his. I also really love that he incorporated some lights into the build. It really gives that extra punch of magic that is perfect for the Fright Nights theme. There are a ton of really unique techniques that you can learn from this build, so I'll leave a link to a really great video that Ben made about this MOC where he talks more about the building process and what went into making it. I'll leave a link to that video and his Instagram linked below. Go get him to 1,000 subscribers because he really deserves it. Next up at number 2, we have a MOC that completely stunned me. This is the Yellow Castle Lookout by Sleepy Soba. This just straight up looks like an official set. I could totally see this being announced by LEGO as the next LEGO Castle set or GWP. He utilizes a lot of the style and techniques from the Lion Knight's Castle to turn his MOC into a modern day version of the Yellow Castle from the 1970s. The way it opens up with hinge pieces is similar to the way the Forest Hideout and Magister's Workshop work, and the interior, while simple, also gives that same vibe. The tree on the outside of the fort uses similar techniques to those sets, but honestly looks a lot better and has a more natural shaping to it without using a ton of parts. I also think that the usage of dark tan masonry actually really suits the yellow walls and shows some good texturing and weathering that is obviously missing from the classic set. He has submitted it on LEGO Ideas, so if you'd like to see this turn into an official set, I'll leave a link to it in the description on LEGO Ideas, where you can vote for it to become a real set. I really hope you all go and vote for this project because this is such a well thought out MOC and one that really deserves to join the 10,000 club. Moving on to number 1, and honestly one of the best MOCs of the whole year, Winter in the Raven's Wharf by the talented Edge-of-Bricks. If you've watched any of my previous videos, then you know I am a massive fan of his style, and he has just killed it with the completed version of the wharf. At 140 studs by 58 studs and including over 25,000 parts with 39 minifigures, it is his largest medieval MOC ever, and it shows. There are 3 different houses, all with their own unique looks while still maintaining the same style, which is a lot harder than it looks. With a massive tower as the centerpiece of the wharf, it dwarves everything around it, giving the MOC a ton of extra height. There is not one angle of this MOC that isn't packed with detail and life. I have learned so many techniques and MOC building tricks from watching his channel, so I hope all of you watching go check out his building series for this. I don't want to show too much of the MOC because you should really go check out his video detailing the amazing work he did on it. I can guarantee you'll come away with at least one new building trick that you didn't know before. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel where you can watch his series and a link to his Rebrickable page where you can purchase instructions for the boat that he made for the MOC, along with all his other awesome medieval models like a trebuchet. Go check all of that out, links below. And that was my top 5 favorite medieval MOCs from November 2023. If you'd like to enter to be in December's video, please message or tag me on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, why not click on one of the others on screen now? Thanks for watching.